My experience with Keemstar. At least this isn't like a 50-minute long video that's just boring. Well, it might be boring. I don't know. Alright, let's bump this audio up.
Coming from Deji. Our first story is coming from Deji. We have Deji. Deji's channel was losing subs every day. His channel was dying. A key point would be that Deji has 9,700,000 subscribers. His channel was dying. He was losing subs every day. I feel like Deji's in the wrong. Deji has to be doing this for the views. Deji just keeps on making more videos and more drama for the sake of views and clout. It looks like Deji is literally just doing this all for views.
Is he wrong? Like... I believe Ethan's content nuke on Keem was pointless, really. They are both assholes, but literally no new information or no new things were added to the discussion. I'm happy Keem is getting canceled, but I feel like Ethan's video is pretty flawed, and the fact that he brought up Etika was pathetic. Well, yeah, I mean, he's bringing up Etika to try to win at a YouTube beef with Keemstar. That's pretty scummy.
All for views. But I can only give my opinion on what I see publicly, and what I see publicly is that Deji has done this all for clout. Subs, views, clout. Or is Deji lying?
He uploaded a video titled My Last Video on This, where he said that he doesn't care that he's losing subs. I don't know if I believe him, but I don't know. Do you guys believe him? Do you think it's making him happy?
Deji confesses that he is suffering from mental health. Yikes! Now that Deji has come out and said that he's suffering from mental health, there are completely different rules to all this. Everything that Deji has done wrong, he is not to blame because he is suffering from mental health. If you are suffering from mental health, then you are not to blame for anything you do. I wanted to make a video here on Drumler and I wanted to clown on Deji so bad. Deji.
Again, is he wrong in any of this?
And support Keemstar, alright? Support him. Subscribe to Keemstar. Literally, he's a nice ass guy. So that clip that you just watched, that was a clip from 2016 when Keemstar and I were on good terms. I won't lie, that was mainly because Keemstar was on my side. When people were making stories up about me, Keemstar actually defended me and made fun of the people that were making fun of me. So I only did my due diligence and supported him back. Obviously over time, that changed because he then started to form his own opinion of me. So he started berating me, trash talking me in videos, just being completely biased against me. So yes, I was a hypocrite for liking Keemstar back then. Especially when all our DMs together were just basically him trying to get inside information from me for his videos. So I was like a tool, in other words. So bear in mind, guys, he labels himself as the #1 news source on YouTube. So you'd think he'd be 100% truthful, right? Yeah, right? Nah. No, he uses that power to manipulate because people will believe that whatever he's saying is the 100% truth. And then he uses extravagant titles, such as putting 100% proof in his titles or something, just so you'll be like, oh wow, this can't be a lie, this is definitely true. Keemstar said it's 100% true, so then yeah, that's what he does. So he uses his power as a news channel to manipulate others. So I'm aware that the past drama I had was very chaotic and I am very much in the wrong for it. So I don't really see any point bringing all of it up because I've been on numerous...
It's kind of boring so far, not gonna lie, guys.
...drama channels and I felt the hatred from the community for the last 2 years. And you know they say black don't crack, but look at that shit now. That's terrible. My skin cracked. Black does crack. With this video, let's just solely talk about Keemstar. He loves it when I'm in drama. He's always smiling when he mentions my name and everything. So you know what, Keemstar? I'm happy that I make you happy. So let's talk about my recent drama. Alright, so Keemstar has tried to take my channel down by telling lies about me. So if you haven't seen my coronavirus video, I have thoughts of
Oh god, why is he talking about this? Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you guys saw this video. This video was ass.
Infected with COVID-19. I was scared to get tested, let alone it being impossible at the time to get tested. Obviously, I didn't expect everyone to believe me. Obviously, people were coming at me saying like, you shouldn't have done this in the video. That's what I always do. Any issue I have, I tend to just put it in video. Seeing it now, I understand why people would see it as a big deal. But surely enough, Keemstar featured me in this video, and to my surprise, he was actually neutral.
And guys, in the video, Deji is clearly sick. He goes on to say that his mom was sick, and then his mom and dad are good now, but now he is sick.
Well, you see, YGB Swift, if you have a deep voice and you're like, hey guys, I might have the coronavirus, then people will just believe it, you know?
And he thinks he has COVID.
Only for him to find out that he had a similar experience to what I had 2 weeks prior. He thought he had the virus, but it only turned out to be bronchitis. Now, if this situation didn't happen to him, he would have bashed me in videos, said I'm doing it for clout, for views.
I mean, look, like a week ago, I had bronchitis, like for 2 weeks ago, really. And so I was getting concerned, and I thought maybe I had it. I didn't. So, you know, look, I feel like if you're sick, like it's very natural to be worried that you might have this thing. So I'm going to give Deji a pass on this one.
All right, here, let me tell you guys a little something, all right? When you're going to start an argument or whatever, typically the way you do it is you bring your strongest point first. Now, his first point is showing a video where Keemstar is being fair to him. So already, what's that gonna do? People are watching this, they're already losing interest in this, okay? People are watching this, they're like, okay, come on, get to the point, come on, this is boring. You always bring your strongest point first. I think the order in it goes is strongest point first, weakest point in the middle, and then semi-strong point last, or you bring your semi-strong point first, weakest point in the middle, and then your strongest point last. You see, like, those are the two strategies, right? Bringing your weakest point, I'm assuming this is his weakest point. If it's not, that's embarrassing, but I'm assuming this is his weakest point, and he's bringing it out first. No, why? Why would you do that?
Days go by, and he changed.
Everyone's just watching this, they're like, come on, get to it. So far, he's not really saying anything that's just made me go like, oh, shit, you know?
Changes his mind. He just changes. So he started tweeting out some disturbing things about me and my situation.
Can't believe I'm going to say this, but Deji fans, you're right, and I'm wrong, and I owe you an apology. I am sorry I've been going so hard on Deji. I shouldn't be going so hard on someone who is suffering from coronavirus.
Obviously, I did make a skit a few days after, but that was just me being stupid and impulsive. But that doesn't mean that I lied
Okay.
about having COVID. So after calling my GP, he says that he thinks I have a mild case of COVID-19 and that I should keep
189 IQ.
my distance from the people that I live with. I wore the hazmat suit in the video, but I do admit it was an ignorant idea. My issue lies
Now, people with a 189 IQ, how often do they make ignorant decisions, right?
is that Keemstar kept trashing.
Of course, the thing about IQ, isn't this how IQ works? Like, if you have a high IQ, that doesn't mean you're just automatically smart. That just means, like, it's easier to learn new things, right? It's about pattern recognition.
Me on Twitter and actively convincing people that I lied about my situation. So now let's talk about the most recent situation that I'm in. Me allegedly subbotting. Some random dude who owns a
Yeah, hold on now. People with a high IQ list. Okay, smartest people in the world. Is there just like a list they can give me? What was Stephen Hawking's IQ? How about top 10 highest IQs? Okay, Stephen Hawking, 160. Albert Einstein, oh, he's 160 to 190. So if Deji's, if Einstein was the 190 or the 189, he'd be on par or smarter. But he's probably not. Just round it down. He's probably not. So Deji, just a complete Chad genius over here.
The website where you could buy subs started trashing me for no reason whatsoever about me purchasing subs from his website who I don't even know, never even heard of his company. So apparently this guy showed proof of me buying subs. Oh, and may I interject? This guy also put this tweet out after I said show the emails. He was saying that he was going to show the emails.
I will give Deji this. The fact that the Freeway Social guy didn't continue, even though he said he would continue if he was questioned about this, that does look kind of sketchy. I still think Deji sub-botted, but the Freeway Social, I mean, he's running a sub-botting service. How trustworthy could he be? The only reason why I believe Deji sub-bot is because the Social Blade numbers look really bad, and I have every reason to believe that he or maybe someone within his family would kind of bot just to get that 10 mil so he can get the plaque. But I will say, this Freeway Social guy is kind of, you know, a little shady, which makes sense because he's running a sub-botting organization. Obviously, he's going to be shady.
It's guaranteed that he bought the subs, and now he wants to remain quiet. So I've never actually thought of buying subs, and I never will. It's not an achievement. So there's clearly a lot more to this story, but of course, Keemstar, the #1 news source on YouTube, he made his mind up after seeing some screenshots of proof, and you can already know he was ready to get his bow and arrow of accusations ready just to fire at me. So his title was Deji buying subs, actual proof. Whereas the proof didn't prove anything. No, but guys, you need to remember, he's the #1 news source. Anything he says is true.
Look, we know 100% that Deji's channel was sub-botted. It's starting to look like Deji did it himself. Who else would have a motivation to bot his channel to get to 10 million subs, to get his 10 million play button, right? There's only one person that could benefit from Deji hitting 10 million subs. Deji.
So Keemstar, I actually expect...
Okay, I will say this. I'm trying to think, like, ways that Deji could look good. Here's the deal, alright? Let me tell you guys a little story. So back in the good old days of 2018, when I was just a young, up-and-coming star in comparison to the celebrity that I am today. Back in the good old days where I was getting, like, 2 viewers on Twitch. One of them being me and the other being my friend. Alright? I'm talking the early days. I was sitting there on YouTube, and I go to sleep. My channel has 2,000 subs. I wake up the next morning, my channel has 3,000 subs. And I look at my phone and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. My channel does not gain that many subs that quickly. And I thought, well, maybe did one of my videos blow up or something? And I'm checking, none of my videos blew up. So I'm like, okay, buddy, obviously there's some shenanigans going on here. And as soon as I'm checking to see why my channel could be gaining this, like, mass influx of subscribers, suddenly the sub count keeps going up more and more, and I gain, like, 2,000 subs in, like, 2 seconds. And I'm just like, okay, this does not look good at all. And then, some kids that I had trolled before, they were apparently getting me back by, loading up my channel with sub bots or whatever. So it can happen. Like, I had nothing to do with it. They were the ones plugging up my channel with subs or whatever. I got into contact with Tommy C at the time, who then got me into contact with Trusted YouTuber before, that was back when Trusted YouTuber was a thing, and they literally could not do anything to solve it. So I just had to deal with a heavily inflated channel. So the point there is that, yeah, it is possible for other people to subbot your channel. Is that what happened to Deji? Maybe. That's the only way he could look good in my opinion here. I don't know. Augie botted subs. Yeah, sounds sketchy to me, Augie. I mean, hey, I didn't do it. You can't prove it on me. All right, buddy. All right.
Apology from you after you find out it wasn't me. I expect you to even go down on your knees and put your hands up in the air and
whoa.
beg, just being like, I'm so sorry, Deji. I will never ever do this again, which we know you will. So he isn't the only one, and I've spoken to my legal team about this to settle this matter for good. So it's evident that Keemstar...
Yeah, 183 view bots are actually watching right now. Joke's on you, I never stop subbotting.
wants me off the platform because he's convinced that I'm subbotting. He doesn't even check his facts. He doesn't check anything. He even openly tweets about it. Deji could lose his channel from this. If that isn't...
Oh, by the way, we did... Because I'm a big news channel, because I'm a big journalist over here, I want to get down to the bottom and figure out who Deji's legal team was. So, I tweeted, you can find it. I tweeted a poll, and we found that apparently The person behind Deji's legal team is none other than Stejo himself. The options were his girlfriend, because we all know he loves to have his girlfriend fight his battles for him. His parents, because similarly to his girlfriend, he likes to have his parents fight his battles. Stejo, because you know Stejo is a very famous lawyer, retired lawyer, now part-time, whatever Stejo does. I don't even know. Does he, I guess anime reactions? I don't know if Stejo does. And then of course the fourth option being online lawsuits don't work, which is really the only correct option. But Stejo won the poll, so therefore I'm reporting here right now live on RFC Saturday that it's Stejo. I'm embarrassed Suchilu and Stejo come from the same country as me. I want them to leave Scotland. Well, if they leave Scotland, they're gonna come here. I don't want them over here.
Evident enough that he wants me gone from YouTube, then I don't know what is. But he has a track record of wanting people taken off the internet.
Hey guys, I'm gonna say something really surprising. Are you guys ready? Deji is literally never gonna get kicked off YouTube. Even if he was subbotting, even if he was just like, he made a video where he was like, I've been subbotting for years, here's how I do it, these are all the bots I have on my channel, I'm admitting it, yes I subbot all the time. If he did something crazy like that, he still wouldn't get banned. He's protected.
My teacher says I have missing assignments.
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre. Keemstar on his...
What is this editing?
Most recent podcast, he said those exact words. I don't want to see him fail. Whereas he wants my channel taken down over this.
I don't want to see the kid fail. That's the other thing to his stupid child fans.
The proof that's out there isn't proof. It's like he loves trash talking on Twitter, hoping that you slip up and make a mockery out of them. The one thing I don't like what Keemstar does, he loves making accusations out of the blue. So you'll feel the need to defend yourself and respond, and he actually has no right to do that. But hey, yo, he's the #1 news source on YouTube, so his accusations are accurate. No, they're not. You are so busy looking for people to slip up and report it, forming your own opinion, clowning people, giving false information, that you're too blind to see what you've done in the past. No one is perfect, but the fact that you feel like you're too superior to say sorry after you slip up, that worries me. So the thing that frustrates me is you're not allowed to feel affected by anything that's said about you, even if it's a lie, otherwise you're weak. If you get upset, you're weak. If you have a mental illness and you're not in a good place, but you're being lied about and accused of numerous things, you're weak. You're seen as being weak and using mental issues as a barrier to protect yourself, which is just outright disgusting.
Ethan promoted, oh of course, he's gonna promote any YouTuber that comes out and backs him up or whatever, just to show that, you know, oh, all these people are against Keemstar, so, you know, I must be right. That's the strategy there. I like how he's like surprised that Keemstar's like an asshole, you know? Like I like all these people who are just like, whoa, dude, Keem did all this? Yes. Again, I'm not a fan of Keem. I want to make that 100% clear. Keem's a doxer. Keem is a snitch. Keem goes after sponsors too, although not anymore. I think he's changed his opinion. It only took someone doing it to him to change his mind, but now he's seen the error of his ways. You know, he's grown. But I'm not a big fan of Keemstar here. I just don't like the H3 video. I think a lot of the points are were ridiculous. And the Etika stuff, again, if H3 had left the Etika stuff out, I could just be like, okay, well, you know, that wasn't the best video, it's whatever. But the fact that he put the Etika stuff in there, it just makes me just, you know? Like, I'm almost disgusted by it. I am disgusted by it.
That Keemstar can even fathom to say that. Keemstar, you don't know what goes on in other people's heads, alright? You are not a god. He made a video. Obviously, it's been deleted, but in this video, he was saying, basically mocking me, saying that I'm using mental illness as a way to stop the hate that I was receiving.
Deji confesses that he is suffering from mental health. Yikes! Now listen, now that Deji has come out and said that he's suffering from mental health, there are completely different rules to all this. Everything that Deji has done wrong, he is not to blame because he is suffering from mental health. If you are suffering from mental health, then you are not to blame for anything you do. I wanted to make a video here on Drama and I wanted to clown on Deji so bad.
I mean, look, here's the deal, right? Does that clip seem a little bit asshole-ish or whatever, or aggressive or something like that? Yeah, obviously. But I mean, he does have a point there. A lot of YouTubers really do play mental health as a shield. I'm not saying all of them. It's really a case-by-case scenario, and the problem with it is like it's really hard to just jump on a YouTuber and be like, "Oh, you're using mental health for as an excuse or whatever." Because if you're wrong about it, then you look really bad. But I mean, come on now, are you gonna sit here and deny that YouTubers don't like love to use mental health as a shield of some sort, or as a really not just a shield, a weapon? Like, we've seen this happen plenty of times before. Let's not pretend like this doesn't happen. He's not necessarily wrong there. He does have a point. Yeah, Katarino, that's a great example. A great recent example, and it comes here from Twitch. Katarino, as soon as she's called out, being a whore, you know, cheating on her boyfriend and her other boyfriend and her other boyfriend, you know, and the other one, what does she go to? What is the natural defense for her? Mental health. Of course. What else could she say? She could just come and be like, yeah, I was a whore. I mean, I guess she could do that. I don't know how well that would have gone over. Perhaps it would have gone over better than her instinctive response, which was to be like, yeah, it's mental health, guys. Come on now. I was suffering from depersonalization, you know? I mean, YouTubers do this all the time because it's so easy. It doesn't work all the time, but for a lot of cases, it does work. Was the guys, help me out in chat here. Who was that Christian YouTuber that got called out for cheating? Shay Carl. Wasn't he one of the people who jumped on mental health or whatever? Maybe he did. Maybe he wasn't. I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm just thinking, but I mean, it does happen. YouTubers do like to use this. It's just a fact. And to sit here and like pretend that it doesn't happen, I mean, you're just being ignorant.
Deji fans, I need to make this crystal.
Nicole Arbor. I haven't heard of Nicole Arbor since she went on Luis J. Gomez's show. That was a funny drama. I never covered that because I thought it was kind of outside the realm of what I normally cover, but that was a funny ass drama. Maybe one time we'll do a little retrospective look at that when she went on Luis J. Gomez, who's like a comedian, like old school comedian. Not one of these like cucky new comedians or whatever. He's like an old school comedian. And they had like a beef or whatever. She went on the show. He was doing like sexist jokes or whatever because, I mean, that's the character. And then as soon as she got off the show, she comes back home and does exposing this sexist comedian. And then she does like, she plays a bunch of clips and does like a hit piece on him or something like that. Oh, that was a funny ass drama. That was really, that was, what was that, October or something? That actually introduced me to his show because I had no idea who he was before that. Oh, you ever see any advice for up and coming commentary channels on YouTube? I feel the genre is going to get killed. Be careful in what you say, I guess. That's something I had to learn. I don't know. Just be consistent. Practice your speaking abilities. Well, even if you're decent at speaking already, just keep practicing. Really get comfortable in your groove. Just keep doing it over and over again. And when you make a video and you think it's shit, post it anyway. Because you're going to have to post videos to sort of learn what not to do and what to focus on more. So just keep doing it over and over again. If you make a bad video, post it anyway. Post it anyway. Don't just get rid of it and try again. You've got to upload your mistakes so that you can get better. That's what I'd say.
Clear to you. You're causing me, Kavas, and anyone else that covers this story to talk about it more, to prove these stupid theories that he's innocent, wrong. There's never been this much proof on someone that actually bought it. There's never been this much evidence confirming that the person is guilty, ever. Do you know how fucked up that is to use mental health to try to get him out of drama? That's fucked up on y'all part, not mine or anyone else's.
And Keemstar, don't you dare tell people how to feel, alright? Just because they don't respond the same way that you do, doesn't mean they're weak, alright? Everybody is different. As a man of the age of 38, don't you dare criticize someone for being weak when they are not you, okay? When they react different.
Okay, Deji's really playing like moral police over here. Don't you dare as a 38-year-old man. He just leafied him. No, Deji's not 38. He's talking about Keem.
Differently to what's being.
Hey Deji. Hey Deji. Hey Deji. Hey Deji. Hold on now, Deji. You're weak. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Fuck, now I made this window really big. How do I fix it? What the fuck? Ah, fuck me. There we go.
Thrown at them because you would react a different way. When everything is out there that I did not subbot, I want you to apologize and I want the videos taken down. That's what I want. So now let's talk about Keemstar blaming Ethan for causing another adpocalypse. I mean, it's a nice way to manipulate your views to turn against Ethan. We can see right through it. All the videos that you did.
Nah, that's a good point though. I don't think adpocalypse necessarily, but a sort of a sponsor apocalypse, if that's even a real word. Well, I guess apocalypse isn't even a real word either. But like a sponsor apocalypse, that's what's gonna happen. Sponsors are just gonna assume every YouTuber is terrible and not sponsor them anymore.
Attacking many other YouTubers definitely caused sponsorships and brand deals to just not come their way because they thought they had bad blood. Because of you. Just like Brawadis with the whole fake sexual allegation charges, where you were so convinced that he did it, whereas it came out that they were just lying and they did it all for clout. You really don't think that's gonna hurt him and his channel? A lot of brand deals or sponsorships will go on his channel, they'll probably see that beef or whatever he had, and they'll definitely take a step back, even though the allegations are false. But you've also done.
You know what gets me about the whole sponsorship thing? That's not even just about the potential of like a adpocalypse or something like that. It's more just the mentality of it, right? The tattletale mentality. Nobody likes a tattletale. Nobody likes somebody who's just like, "Wow, you're breaking these rules over here, and you're not being nice over there. So we're gonna tell your parents, you know." Or in this case, we're gonna tell your sponsors. That's really what it comes down to. Nobody likes a snitch, all right? Snitches are bitches. And it carries over to YouTube. If you're just sitting there like, well, actually, you're doing this and this and this and this, so I'm gonna tell your higher ups. I'm gonna call your boss. Yeah, nobody likes that. It's not even just about the whole like, well, you know, Ethan could start an apocalypse. You never know. It goes a little bit deeper into that. It's like the mentality. He's the hall monitor of YouTube. Nobody likes a hall monitor in real life, and I sure as hell don't like them on the internet either. Because they just represent this ruining of what makes the internet great. The humor, the jokes, the comedy. I mean, literally here's the secret about everyone. Literally everyone, you can take like, if you had like a supercut of every horrible thing everyone has done, you could ruin their lives. Like, I'm sure like literally anyone in the chat right now, if I knew you personally, I could do a compilation, and I had footage, I could do a compilation of every horrible thing you've ever said, and I could get you fired, I could get you removed, deplatformed, fucked with in real life or whatever. That literally everyone could get that treatment. So stop. Alright? Everyone said horrible things that they meant, or that they didn't mean, or that was a joke, or that was very real. That's something I was thinking of, right? When Steeja was saying more is to come, you know what I was thinking? And they could still do this for all we know. They could take a compilation of every horrible thing I've said to paint me as some sort of like racist or misogynist or homophobe or something. They could do that to me. Obviously, everyone here knows that I'm not any of these things, but they could cut a video in any way to make me look exactly like that. Not just me, it could happen to anyone. It could happen to Bo Blacks. It could happen to Nick. Everyone has made or said terrible things, and anybody can make a compilation that looks horrible about anyone else. So when people do that, we make fun of them. We're like, wow, what a loser. Hall monitor over here, policing what we're allowed to say or not. They're jokes. Get over it. That's why I'm never going to apologize. If I said something bad that's fucked up that I meant or whatever, depends on the situation. But if it's a joke or whatever, never gonna apologize. Never gonna apologize. Because you give them an inch and they go a mile. That's how it works. So I think that's really what it comes down to with H3H3. He's become the hall monitor of YouTube. And if Keemstar's a hall monitor too, then fuck Keemstar. But you guys are both trash, and that's the point there.
Done this exact same thing to me.
I've never said horrible thing. Yeah, exactly. Totally. All of you guys can be like, yeah, I've never done anything like that. But anyone can get a hit piece written on them. No matter how innocent, no matter how pure they are. Like, I follow a bunch of, I follow people all over the spectrum. I follow people who do politics, who don't do politics, who don't care. People who are very right-wing, people who are very left-wing. All of them are getting canceled at one point or another. Literally all of them. Actually, especially the left-wing guys. You would think their base would not cancel them, or you would think they would have no skeletons in their claws, or they've never said edgy joke. But everyone has. Everyone has. Everyone has been edgy or said something terrible. A supercut could be made about anyone. So stop. Stop bending over. Stop letting these guys get away with this.
There is such a negative energy around me that a lot of companies, they just won't approach me because they're scared that all of this stuff is true. So your argument completely goes down the drain. You will never change. This is who you are. H3H3's video really gave people courage to fight back against Keemstar. Because Keemstar hasn't just done this to one person. He's done this to numerous other people. Keemstar bullies people off the platform. A lot of people are afraid of Keemstar because Keemstar has a...
Imagine being afraid of Keemstar, man. Imagine being like, oh, you watch out for that Keemstar guy. I want to make a video on him if I were you. I don't know. Oh, what a way to live. What a way to live.
Track record of this, which is unfortunate. Keemstar's also buddy with a lot of big YouTubers, so that obviously people are scared to fight back. They can crush you literally within minutes. But H3H3, his video, like I said, you've even given me the courage to do this video. My video.
He gave me the courage. What is this, like a Me Too case? This reminds me of H3's video when he was like, and then Keemstar was DMing me without my consent. Who says that? Who talks like that? H3 gave me the courage. Earlier in this video, you were talking about how I'm not weak. How dare you call me weak? If you need the courage of another man to talk about another man on the internet, you are weak. I mean, come on now. YouTubers are the most dramatic people in the world. They make everything just such a big deal. I don't even know, man.
Video gets berated with dislikes. So obviously I was just afraid of this. So you made people actually see the scum that Keemstar really is. So I applaud you for that. Thank you, H3H3.
How did you not realize that he was garbage like ages ago? I mean, Nick pointed this out on Twitter. You follow Tommy. You watched his show. You saw what he's done to people. But you were friends with him back then. So you just ignored it. But now when he's going after you, now you're acting surprised. Now you're acting like this is news or whatever. No, it's not. You were around when all of this went down. Don't act like this is news to you or you're surprised about this. That's what pisses me off the most is all these people coming out of the woodwork to cash in or capitalize. Fair enough if you just figured this out. But I know for a fact Deji didn't just figure that. He knew. Deji knew. What do you mean you're just now realizing? Okay, buddy. All right. I don't believe you.
Anyway, so that being said, I just wanted to talk about this. There is a video that actually needs a lot more attention. I'm only going to show a little bit. I'll leave the video in the description. It really shows the monster that Keemstar really is. So, yeah, I'm going to end it with that. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.
I used to go by the name Britbong Returns, but at the moment I...
Britbong? Whoa! What? Wait a minute. I follow this guy on Twitter, I think.
I go by Mr. BTFO. Mainly I had to change my name because people were literally non-stop trying to flag me down. I've had people targeting me, impersonating me, trying to get into my accounts and go after me and my family. And partially, some of this is due to Keemstar. Because I made a video on one of his friends, he went after me big time.
I have been like fucking with you non-stop, taking down your Twitches, taking down your Twitters, taking down every social media platform you have, Mr. Bong. And I've been owning you. I am your god. And I mean that. I'm your fucking god. Because anything you create, I fucking destroy like that. And I've been doing it over and over and over and over again. Alright? Your Twitters, gone. Your fucking Twitches, gone. Your YouTube channel, gone. I am untouchable.
I'm really surprised he made it in a Deji video. That's interesting to me. I followed the guy on Twitter. I actually worked with, or not really worked with him. He gave me information on one video that I did. He's been nothing but cool to me. Some people have told me like terrible things about him. But I don't really know I don't really know too much about him. I do know that there's people that theorize. Again, I don't know too much about him, so I don't know if I feel comfortable saying this, but there are people that theorize that he was the one. Do you guys remember when all these Twitter accounts were like getting suspended back in 2017? Like Alex was banned, Colossal was banned, anything for views was banned. I'm pretty sure people were speculating that he was one of the guys who was getting their Twitters yanked or whatever. Fuzo, who's actually a guy, you guys might remember, he's called into After Hours before recently. He did a stream talking about my demonetization or whatever. Fuzo's alleged that this guy went after his channel and gave him strikes and flagged him or whatever. Again, I don't know any of this. I've never seen the proof. I've never really looked into it. So I don't know. That's just what I hear. That's just what I'm told. He's been nothing but nice to me. So I am curious that he made it in this video though.
But you are not. You've lost everything. You live with your mom and dad, all right? Live with your mom and dad and make no money because every little outlet that you had to make a few bucks is shut down by me. And I'm going to continue.
Keem just responded on Twitter. We'll take a look at that in a sec.
Continue doing it over and over and over again because I have something you don't have. I have friends that work at Twitter, friends that work at Twitch, friends that work at YouTube. I am fucking untouchable, but you are not.
Full video link in description. BitChute. Hold on now. What is this?
I used to go by the name Britbong Returns, but at the moment I go by Mr. BTFO. Mainly I had to change my name because people were literally non-stop trying to impersonate me.
Shut down for the last couple months. And I'm gonna start fucking with your boys too. Untouchable. Remember that. Untouchable, Britbong. Untouchable. You can't do shit to me, but I've done a lot to you. When I say I'm going to fucking own you, I mean it because I've done it over and over and over.
Guys, I got Keemstar's response to this that we'll take a look at right after this is done. I just want to finish this video because it's not that long.
Over again. I've done it all summer, bro. Where's your Twitter? Where's your Twitch? Where's your YouTube? They're gone. I'm gonna keep fucking with you. I've been in internet wars before you were even on the internet, kid. You're a fucking rookie.
No one cares. I get banned. No one tells people that I've been banned. No one mentions it. Even though they all used to say they used to be my best buddy, they used to love my content. Then no one. I got blacklisted. Which is literally people in DMs lying about you. Because I've had people impersonating me, you know, taking my accounts over, doing all sorts of malicious shit. All I will say is, this video is proof that Keemstar is for deplatforming people. He will go after people's finances, sponsors, anything. Don't listen to him. I've known all these YouTubers. I know all the dirty secrets, and that's why another reason why they want to get rid of me. What if I did everything that Keemstar did to me to all the YouTubers that were defending him? They wouldn't be too pleased, would they? Weird, right? They wouldn't defend me because I'm not giving them money. I'm not giving them clout. Every clip I posted in this video was DMCA'd off Twitter. I've actually counterclaimed every one of these, but Twitter just won't reply to me. And this is going on a month now. Now, I'm not saying that I'm innocent. I know that I'm an arsehole. I used to make trolling videos. But what has been done to me is just, it's fucking completely unfair. And nobody gives a fuck. Apart from my own fans, that is. Anyway, catch you all later, guys. And I'll see you at the streams.
Okay, and now I think this is Keemstar's response.
Dad's name?
Brett Bong is a man that ran a Discord harassment channel. Him and his friends took down multiple YouTubers' Twitters that were not verified. Myself and other YouTubers together send the Discord to all platforms, exposing his behavior. In this clip, he's threatening Colossal is crazy.
I could fucking destroy you. I could make you not come online again if I wanted to. But I'd rather not do it. But they're kind of like pushing you to do it, dude. They push you to do it. But really, they should realise that if someone has no platform, nothing to lose, they're an even bigger danger to these cunts, I tell you. The stuff I know about some fucking people, especially a certain person that's noshing off Keemstar right now. I'm not the one to dox people that I used to know, man, but still, you know, Colossal, mate. I know everything about you. I know your dad's name, I know every one of your fucking I know your brother, I know where your brother lives, I know everything about you, mate. Mate, you know, I could do so much stuff. I could fucking...
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know enough about either of these. I need so much context to all this, but that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. Remember when YouTubers' Twitters went down back in 2017 and 2018? Pretty sure it was this. Yeah, that's what I've been told. I've not been given proof, but that's what I've been told. You need some mods in the chat? Why? Are people posting bad shit?